session on IBP, integrated business planning. That's the January forecast which we have. Okay, without wasting our time, we'll be starting up today with our today's topic. Let me see if the Pankaj. Okay, Pankaj has also joined. Let me also make Pankaj as a co-host. Pankaj, can you raise your hand so that I can also make you co-host?
Yeah, sure. Just give me a second. Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah. Yes.
Got you. Yeah.
Just raise my hand. Yes.
You are the co-host now. Okay. So
Okay.
today's topic is ABAP for functional consultant. So let me tell you that why we are starting. So first thing, this is a collaboration between myself, or you can say SashtraGeek, and Tech Made Easy. So Tech Made Easy is governed by Pankaj, who has just joined us. He has governed the Tech Made Easy, and I basically handle SashtraGeek Solutions. So in SashtraGeek Solution, we provide SAP trainings on different modules. Tech Made Easy is focusing more on the technical part of the trainings, on more SAP technical ABAP, OOPS ABAP, ABAP on HANA. That's what they are focusing more. So you know that the 3 months back, we started our technical journey with the ABAP trainings. We have done one free session of ABAP core training for everyone to generate the overview. Then we have done ABAP on HANA, OOPS ABAP. Now, in my mind, it was coming, yeah, we are doing a lot of things, but what was happening that when a functional consultant is attending those training, it's too much for them. Okay. And second thing is that functional consultant definitely need to know ABAP. Okay. It's not like that they need to jump into ABAP and they would be able to do all the coding in ABAP. No. But it's very important to learn ABAP because of two things. One thing is that techno-functional consultant requirement is too huge in the market. And apart from the requirement, when you jump into a project, if you are a techno-functional consultant, your level or the treatment which you will get, the respect which you will get is totally different apart from the other consultants. Because if we have, that 20 functional consultant in a project, hardly one or two have some little bit in-depth knowledge of ABAP so that they can understand the ABAP. And why I say that it's very important for a functional consultant to know some basics of ABAP, because what I have felt while I was doing a consulting in multiple different projects, many times I felt like, yeah, whenever it comes to the standard functionalities, whenever some master data changes need to be done, configuration changes need to be done, we are on top of it. But whenever it comes ki bhaiya ye SAP standard mein nahi ho sakta, we need to put enhancement. Now, by enhancement also, many times business has very complex requirements, right? And being a functional consultant, when you are front-ending them, and then it comes to your mind key, this can be done by how much of effort it would be, whether it would be good to that kind of enhancement, that kind of development. And many times when ABAP people, they have given that, okay, complete ho gaya, le jao. So we do a lot of testing, but sometimes I think, yaar, ki, let's go into the code and let's see what kind of code they have written, whether the code, the logic which we have asked has been exactly written in there or not. And sometimes if you want to quickly find it out some issues which has been come up, and you do the debugging, and then many times, many terms you are not able to understand, right? So if you know a little bit of ABAP terminologies as a functional consultant, okay, if we know a little bit of ABAP terminologies, if we know how to do the debugging in ABAP, if you know some basics of ABAP, some basics of OData services, then it would be a very good functional consultant. I would still say that it's not a technical consultant, it's a functional consultant with the technical knowledge. You would be able to more justify your role during the consulting. So in last 1 month, me and Pankaj, we had a lot of discussion. Actually, it came from Pankaj. Pankaj come up, bhaiya, Parminder, ABAP functional consultant ke liye karna hai. Technical consultant I have done a lot. I also thought, yeah, I am also thinking for a long time. Let's prepare something, handpicked topics which will be required for the functional consultants. So we sit together, we had multiple meetings, ki which topics we should pick it up. It should not be complete ABAP training in depth, because that goes for 60-80 hours. It should not be very basic. They should also be knowing some advanced part or data part related stuff also, because that's coming a lot with the Fiori. So it should be a blended approach where we give in a quick bite. Okay, I don't want to do a ABAP course with a functional consultant which goes for 3 months. you will definitely lose the track. So we want to do something which is very quick, and it straight away goes into your mind, and then you get the core concept of ABAP. When you see the code, you understand the basic logic, how it has been written. If something is required debugging, you can do that. If you need to speak about OData services, ki OData services kya hai, how it's different from the functional modules and other things, that kind of knowledge you have. So we do a lot of brainstorming with each other, and we come up, okay, these are the 11 sessions which is must required for a functional consultant to know about the technical topics. And then we prepare a curriculum. I will not speak much about the curriculum. I will leave it to Pankaj. He would be speaking more about the curriculum, that what topics we have selected in this program. But it is well discussed. It's not like it's coming from Pankaj mind, which is a technical mind. It's not like it's only coming from my mind, which is a pure functional mind. It's a blend of both. So you will see that with the blend of both, we have come up with the selective and very focused topics for you. So that what we would be talking about. So we will show you the curriculum, and we'll also do a one small demo. I think Pankaj would be showing you some quick tips how to do quickly debugging, and how to you can make your life easy with some debugging, learning more things in that. We'll go into a deep session of the debugging in the morning session, which we are starting from next week. But a quick overview, Pankaj would be giving it to you. Now, with that information, I would invite Pankaj on the platform. Hey, Pankaj, welcome to SAP Step Up Circles.
Yeah, just a second. Am I audible?
You are audible. So
Okay. Yeah,
before
sure. Yeah,
before you start, let me introduce Pankaj.
sure. Yeah,
So Pankaj is the one of people apart from the different ABAP guy I know him from a long time. So we have worked together into delivering of multiple different projects. So, and apart from that, he's also into the training business for so many years. Okay, he run his own institute, and he's into the training business for so many years. Has a very strong grip on ABAP. If you will search Pankaj on YouTube, you will find so many technical videos on ODatas, ABAP, Oops ABAP, a lot of things which you find with SashtraGeek also. You will also find with Pankaj also. So he's very strong in ABAP. So when I was looking for someone who can really deliver the ABAP for functional consultant, or very strong in ABAP with a trainer mindset, so which believes in not only knowing the things but making sure that the other people easily can get it, and still he has also have some functional knowledge so that he can justify ABAP for functional consultant. So I thought Pankaj would be the best guy, and we went into the collaboration. And with that collaboration, we are starting now with ABAP for functional consultant. So welcome, Pankaj.
yeah. Thank you, Parminder, for introducing me in front of all these wonderful guys present over here for the purpose of learning, for the purpose of having their career growth. So thanks once again for introducing me in such a nice way. And can I share my screen over here?
Yes, you can share your screen over here for sure. So before
Yeah.
we jump into the curriculum, Pankaj, I
Okay.
have a couple of questions. Let me
Sure,
ask
sure.
you.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah.
So one thing is that, so I have thought about from the functional perspective. Okay, I have thought about from the functional perspective that how
Okay.
important it is for a functional consultant to learn ABAP. Now, you are a pure technical consultant. You have dealt with hundred of the functional consultant. So, from your side, being a technical guy, what are the
Right.
things you see that why it is important, or what kind of things a functional consultant should grasp so that they can connect with the business better, and they can also connect with the technical consultants better. So what are the things?
Yeah, so this question already I have prepared in my slides as well, and thank you for thank you for asking me this question in advance, and it makes a lot of sense when such question comes into picture. As we know that the functional people is the uh, like bridge of any project between the business requirement and the technical requirement. So if we talk in that perspective to have the better communication, the meaningful communication between the business and the technical people, so that the technical people can deliver the effective product, best product, it is very much necessary that the functional people should have at least the basic understanding of the technical aspect. And in not every day, but I can say that on every alternate day, the functional people come to the challenge where they have to debug the program, they have to understand the logic, and sometimes when they were testing their stuff, they need to change the data in the table, like some standard table, maybe the Mara table or maybe the Marzi table, though these tables are not supposed to be changed directly, but still uh, many times we come across a situation where we are supposed to do the changes in the data of the table level. So in this scenario, it becomes very much required to, you know, uh, have the good understanding of the technical stuff, at least the basic ABAP understanding and the debugging understanding, it becomes very necessary.
Right. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you, Pankaj, for
yeah,
answering that question.
yeah,
Before I completely give it to you,
yeah,
I have one more quick question, Pankaj.
yeah, yeah, sure, yeah, yeah,
Sorry for taking that time.
no
I think
problem.
that question would be there in everybody's mind. So that's
Yeah,
coming from my personal experience. So
yeah, mm,
when I started my career
mm,
in Accenture, when I was on bench,
mhm.
I did a BAP boot camp, and I tried
Okay,
to learn ABAP, and I successfully failed it.
okay,
So I was not able to grasp it. That's how the main thing is to bring it up here, ABAP thing for functional consultant, because there they have tried everyone to make them ABAPers to work on the ABAP projects. So the target here is not to make everyone the functional consultant ABAPers, but to give them enough knowledge so that they can justify their roles even better. Okay, so how easy it would be for a functional consultant who are sitting there, maybe they would also be having that question कि भैया अब ऐप में तो बहुत सारे कोडिंग होते हैं, syntax होता है. How easy it would be for a functional consultant to go through this curriculum and to learn these basics of ABAP?
yeah, this is really a very good question. Yeah, uh, I would be happy to give the answer. Here, actually, Parminder, if you see, this ABAP is the fourth generation language. If we categorize the several other languages, like if we take up the C or C++, or I think there is some problem from your end, Saranya. It has been started, and other people are able to hear me properly. So please check your speaker, or maybe you can try logging once again. Okay, coming to the question part over here. So ABAP is the fourth generation language, and if you compare with the C or C++, and C and C++, it is more towards close to the machine language, more towards the first generation language. Again, it will be coming to the C, this Java, .NET and all. You can compare this as a third generation language, and then this ABAP will come under the category of fourth generation language. Why we tell this one? Because it's very easy to understand, at least the basic syntax and all. For example, the read the internal table, loop on internal table. The only thing is required to have someone to make you understand in a easy way. Sometimes, like, if even a simple stuff is there, and if someone is making you understand in a complex way, then it becomes a little difficult to understand. You will have to put then your effort. But if something, even the complex thing, is going to make you understand in a simple way, you will be able to understand in an easy way. However, the fact is that ABAP is a easy language. Only the things that we have to put little effort, little hands-on, and the way I have designed the curriculum, I believe that it will be a very good learning experience. Also, what I'm planning to have the learning session extended at least up to half an hour, so that in the class itself, like if someone is willing to do the hands-on and they want my live support over there, I will be available over there to help them. They can share their screen and I will be guiding them. But apart from this, ABAP is easy language. It's easy to understand if you compare the other language in the market, it's far easy to understand and far easy to learn, and even to do the hands-on also, it's easy. Yeah, Parminder, over to you.
Thank you, thank
Yeah.
you, thank you. We believe you. Your tagline is tech made easy, technical stuff made easy. That's what Pankaj does. So we believe you, Pankaj. So let's go ahead and start. Let's first discuss as you planned. Give people overview of the curriculum, and then we can go with the small demo.
Sure, sure, sure. Parminder, once again, thank you for having the great start. And I believe most of the people, the most common questions already we have given the answer. So what this topic is about and what actually we are discussing here, we have already put the context very nicely with the help of Parminder. And now let's go ahead and start with the curriculum. What will you learn in this course? Like if you enroll into this course and going ahead with us, SashtraGeek and SAP Tech Made Easy, then the things which you are going to learn over here, we will be starting with the table creation. So you should know like how a basic table is created. We will not go into depth inside because there are so many things in the data dictionary. These all comes under the umbrella of data dictionary. The first two line, like the table creation, domain, data element, fixed values, check table, database view, how to fetch data from two tables or multiple tables. However, I think you as a functional already you are having one transaction called SQVI, if I'm right. So that transaction you generally use for the purpose of fetching the data from the multiple tables. But as a technical person, if you want to use a database view to fetch the data from the different table, this is what you can quickly do. However, it is having certain limitation, but it is better to understand what is this database view, what is the projection view. However, we are having the four views: database view, projection view, maintenance view, and help view. But most attention we will be giving towards the database view because this is the most important view for everyone, whether this is a technical person or the functional person. And here these are the topics. In data dictionary we are having multiple topics, but we have sorted it out these topics because this is very much important to understand. Even you are analyzing the data, you should know, at the domain level, what are the fixed values. And maybe quickly I will give you a short demo over here. It will make more sense why I have included this topic. Just give me a moment. I'm opening the system and I'm sharing with you the system also. And please let me know when you can see my system. So I believe now the system is visible for everyone. Can you please confirm if you can see?
Yeah, we can see your screen and system.
Thank you. Yeah. So from your functional experience, you would have come across a scenario where, let's suppose, let me log in first. So I'm just going to MM03 over here, and I'll be taking any of the material over here, maybe some material I'm just trying to display, and I will take from F4 over here. There is some data issue. Let me take up some another material. So selecting the basic data over here, and let's say this is the material group, right? So if you have to understand about this material group, what can be the possible value for this material group, right? So generally, if you go here and check out, all these are the possible values, but sometimes the value comes from the fixed values and that you want to understand, right? So generally, as a functional people, like if you have some basic understanding of the technical stuff, what you do, that you do the F1 over here, right? So that you can know like which table is associated with this particular field, right? And from where this value is populating, right? You may get the question like from where this value is populating, you want to check that table, right? So if you are experienced this basic stuff, you might be knowing. If you don't know, let me show you. So see here, these are the different, technical details. So what I did over here, I went to that particular field, right? And pressed F1. First step, pressing F1. Second step, clicking on that particular tool button. And third step is that this is the data element, right? You can see here the data element. So we don't have to go through all these things. Directly, you can come to the data element and double click over here. And SAP, this navigation functionality is awesome functionality. With the help of this, we have come to now at the data element level. Now at the data element level, we are having the domain, right? Double click on this domain and you can go to this value range. And here you can see that you are having the fixed value. So sometimes the fixed value will be given from where the value will be populating, or else if it is not there, the value table will be there. And this is the place from where that value is coming. You can double click over here and you can check it out, and you can see what is the data. So if you want to, have some data, means if you want to put some certain data over there, right? You first have to put here and then only you will be able to put it over there. Otherwise it will not allow. So for this simple requirement, what actually generally you do, that you go to the ABAP, or maybe you will have to go and change the customization, right? Because this is a table starting with T, so this must be the part of customizing. So we'll have to go to the customizing, right? But let's suppose if this table is involved there in the several program, right? uh, Please don't draw over here. No, please delete this one. Okay. So if this table is a part of the program and you want to directly change the data at this table level itself, right? Or let's suppose due to some reason, if you are unable to do the configuration, right? Means again, like to change the configuration for the different tables are there is a possibility that you might not be knowing that particular steps of configuration. You directly know the table, right? So it's easy to change the data at the table level just for testing purpose, right? However, this is not recommended, but in the development or in the quality you can do. In production, not at all you are supposed to do without any proper approval and all, if it is very much required, right? So in this case, let's suppose, so I will once again go to that. Remember T023, right? This is the table. So I will go back there and I'm coming here, and the same value you can see from that table actually it is coming. So this is the basic understanding you should have. Now let's suppose go to SC16N, and here this table T023, right? You remember everyone, this was the table. How I found that, I have already shown you how we have found that particular table from where the data is populating. This is the same data, right, which is populating over there. Now what I want, let's suppose you want some desired data, maybe here 02 is not there, you want to populate here, or you want to put 02 material group, some material group with 02, you want to perform some testing. So but the technical challenges you will face, that the system will not allow to, if you go and maybe you try to change it in MM02, right, A100, right? So I want to change this one to 02. So it will tell me what? It will tell me that, unit is not created in language EN, base unit, give the EL, let's suppose. And now unit EA is not created in language in some another issue is there. Let me check it. Maybe I will take this one. Let's click on this save button. some another problem is there. But what actually I'm trying to tell you over there, here also it will give the error. Why? Because the system will go and check if this 02 is present in this particular table or not. So you will, and here also, like, you are getting this error as a functional consultant, you will get disturbed that why this error is coming, right? So there can be several, like, from where this error is coming, how to understand from where this particular error is coming, we can debug, right? So there are several other ways to identify from where this particular error is coming, and mostly we know that this occurs due to the data. And to analyze the data, you should be good in understanding the logic and from where the data is being fetched, right? So we have a lot of different techniques, right? We can double click over here, we can get from here, sorry, we can get from here the message ID. So M3 is the message ID, 490 is the message number. And what we will do that, from where this particular error is coming. So see, the error is coming. What I will do, I will activate the debugger. And now you can see that when I will click on the save button, debugger will be started. And here you are having the option of putting the dynamic breakpoint. So breakpoint at message, right? And this is what the message ID, first two letter will be the message ID. So first two I'm leaving and last three letter will be the number. So I copied the number, I put it over here. I left it over here, the ID. And now click on this OK. And if you press F8, the control will go and stop it over here. See, right? This is what the issue, correct? This is what it is coming. Some problem is there. It's reading this particular function module, right? This EA is the unit of measure, right? This unit of measure is having some problem, some configuration issue, and that's why the problem is coming. You can see the size sub RC is 1. So you should know, like, technically you should know a little bit. It is not the complex one, it's very basic, but this is only possible if you know the basics also, right? So learning this stuff is very easy, believe me, it is going to be very easy. But here, see, I want to escape this one. I don't want to encounter, because I know that this is not a big issue, right? Just I want to escape this. So for escaping this one, you are having the command shift F12, and other also, like, you can go to the debugger and go to a statement. From here also you can do. So here it's not allowing me, but here it will allow. So just a shift F12 and you can see that I have now escaped this particular message, right? And now if I press F8, see, again another error is coming here. Again, this also I'm going to, skip and press F8. See, everywhere, wherever this particular message ID and message number is coming, it's it's stopping, and I'm just skipping that. All those check, simply I'm skipping that, right? So that's why I have to skip. And now you can see that this error I have escaped, but this error is coming, right? The material group 02 does not exist, right? What I told you, right? So this also, if you want to escape, you can escape, but you can see that several other places I have to escape. In the same way, if the check is applied at the multiple places, you will have to escape all those places. So better, sometimes escaping will not work. So what you will have to do, you have to come over here and you can you can add one more material group over here, right? But for this, you should have the skill of putting the data into the debugging, right? Kumar, you are having any question? I think unmute, you can unmute yourself. Maybe let me check. Yeah, you can unmute yourself if you have any question, Kumar. If you don't have any question, you can lower your hand so that I will get confirmation. Okay, you don't have any question. Okay, so it seems this was by mistake from your side. Going ahead, and here you should have the skill of inserting the data using the debugger, right? So it's easy. Quickly I will show you. you have to put some, you might be feeling very difficult at this point of time, but once you understand the basics, it will be a very easy for you to do. So gd-edit, so always you will have to remember this stuff, and it is easy to remember, not tough. So just I'm demonstrating so that you will get one idea like how easy this one. Just press F8 and you can see that it's coming like this. Just you will have to click on this plus button, and here you will have to put this 02, and just here you can write just for testing, delete it later, delete it, right? So saving it over here, and this data got now created. And now if you will try to add this value, click on the save button, it will allow you to save. Why? The reason behind, now in the check table your entry is present. So now again I'm going to click on this save, but what will happen actually, again this error will come into picture, and I will have to skip this error, and then only it will allow us to change. So hope you got a overall picture that how we can change the data into the check table, and that changing the data from there, here it will not give me any kind of error, at least for material group related, right? So these are some technical skill which you should know. Let me quickly show you. Again, you will have to enable the debugging and click on this F8 button, enter the old material. You can see that those error is now gone, but here some another error is coming. Enter the old material, and enter the old material. From here the message ID and message number is not coming, right? So how to find out, how to know from where this error is coming? So all these stuff we will be understanding in more detail, like what are the different scenario. Here it is not possible, because again if I will show you how to find that, it looks like some custom enhancement which is there, right? So how to find the custom enhancement, how to find the custom code where the logic is written for to put the old material, and if you want to escape from there, how you can escape from there, right? So everything is possible in from ABAP side. So if you have even a little bit understanding of ABAP, your functional productivity is going to be so much productive. It will be in multiple, as per my understanding, because I have seen the people, because I have seen the people who were struggling with the small stuff, and due to that their productivity is going down, their confidence level is going down. This simple stuff will help you to grow you faster, to have the better confidence, right? So hope you got some idea, like it is not very difficult. Even if you are finding it difficult at this moment, it is due to the fact that you don't have good idea about the basics of ABAP data dictionary. So that for the data dictionary part, this is the important point, right? In the basic programming, we are having a lot of things inside the ABAP to learn, but these are the very, very important, and the priority principle, right? In any subject, only the 20% thing is important. So those 20% I have tried to find it out and put it over here, so that for you to debug the program, it is going to be very easy, right? And 80% of time you are going to see these things only, the data type related with this character, string, integer, numeric, character, date and time related data type only you are going to come across. Character operation, contains any, contains only, contains a string. So we are having 6 character operations. All those 6 will be discussing, I will be teaching you. Work area and internal table, this is the heart of the ABAP. If you know about the work area and internal table, you will be able to understand the 80% of ABAP code, right? So this is the main focus of our training in the report. And then the control statement, of course, without if else, loop and read statement, update, modify, there is no meaning of any programming language, not only ABAP, right? So these are the basic stuff we'll be discussing inside the ABAP. And once you understand this one, then we will jump into the OpenSQL, right? Without data, what you will do? nothing, right? So we should have some basic understanding of the open SQL, right? The select, update, modify, insert, right? Also, what I will do, I will teach you the new syntaxes, some important new syntaxes. All the syntaxes will not be able, I won't be able to teach you, because you will also get overwhelmed and you will think that what I'm learning, right? So all those syntaxes is not required, but there is a syntax called the inline declaration, very frequently used. 80% of time it is going to be used. So we'll be understanding about this, and your concept of understanding towards ABAP is going to become easy, right? So in OpenSQL, these are the frequently used stuff we'll be discussing. Then, of course, some modularization stuff I will be teaching you in a simple way, subroutine and function module. It will help you to understand the ABAP stuff. And this is actually the heart of our, this training program, debugging mastery. All these things we are doing in order to understand the debugging. Okay, all these things, whatever we are learning, we are doing for the purpose of learning the debugging, nothing else. So this is the center of our learning, right? So in the debugging, we are going to learn what are the different types of breakpoint, how to use them, right? How to debug, how we can change the variable, how we can change the internal table at runtime, how we can use the dynamic breakpoint, the one which just I have used, that is a one part of the dynamic breakpoint, using the message ID and message number. Wherever the message ID and message number will come, the control will go and stop over there, and you can check out the flow of the program, right? So dynamic breakpoint, and how to update the table in the debugging, just I have shown you, right? So then how to debug backend from Fury or UI5 application. However, I don't have any UI5 and Fury application ready, but I will try to get one ready for you and show you how you can debug the backend system, or at least I will give you the idea of how you can debug the RFC call. Okay, so you will get the good understanding how you can debug the backend. Okay, now after this, see, the debugging mastery is fine, right? But you should have some basic technical understanding how system works, so that you can interact fluently with the ABAPers. You can talk in terms of technical and business language with the business, right? So OData overview, what is this OData, right? What is the meaning of OData, why it came into picture, right? We'll be also having some understanding of what is the web services, what is ALE docs, right? Also, I'm planning to give this ALE docs for 1 year to have. I'm having the very good course on ALE docs. This I will be giving you as part of this course for 1 year free. Okay, so that you can understand. Here in this course, I will be giving you the overview, some basic understanding, because it's not possible to cover everything of the ALE docs entirely, in this limited time, because it's itself is a different course. You can go and learn in more detail if you are willing to learn. Okay, but overview, I'll be covering the important stuff. I will be covering proxy also. You can I will be giving you the overview of the proxy, what this is actually. And then the second over here, the enhancement, very important chapter. Enhancement, from the functional point of view, the enhancement is again like after the debugging, if something is there, that is the enhancement, right? So I'm also having a wonderful course which we have launched last year with the SashtraGeek, with the Parminder, right? Enhancement Made Easy course, and many people got benefited from that course, and they you know went up higher into their career ladder. I got many good feedback about that course. So I'll be teaching you the important stuff in the enhancement. And if you want to deep dive into enhancement, again, enhancement is 20 hours of dedicated course. So if you want to become expert in enhancement, like a solution architect level kind of stuff, a expert kind of, so for that also 1 year access I will be giving you for free. Just our intention over here to help you to grow. Okay, though this is a business for us, but here the moral or ethics is that to help our label base to grow you. Okay. So with this intention, this I will be sharing for 1 year access. You will be having the enhancement made easy case, wonderful course over there, you know. And this over here I will be covering in the course itself. If you want to go deep inside, you can go into that course. But overview, how to find the customer exit, what is customer exit, how to identify user exit, how to identify body, how to find implicit enhancement, how to find explicit enhancement, and I will be also giving you the example how you can implement. So this understanding, if you are having 90% of the things itself, you are going to do. Even if you don't go in that deep dive course, this will take some time, maybe 2 or 3 days it will take for me, 2 or 3 classes actually it will take for me to make you explain and make you comfort in this. And of course you will have to perform some basic hands-on, and does not matter how much I teach you, but until and unless if you put some effort from your side, it's not going to become fruitful 100%, right? So in enhancement also, I'll be giving you some enhancement example, how to find the available enhancement in an object. For example, if you are creating a purchase order, what are the enhancement available and which enhancement you can use. We'll be also taking the VA01 example, or if you ask me to demonstrate by taking some another T code, I will be giving you the demonstration for the same. Okay. BTC overview. This is again the technical topic. Batch data communication. This is generally used for the data migration purpose. I was not in favor of including this particular topic, but with the Parminder experience, he asked me that BDC overview at least will be better for them to understand. So because Parminder is completely from the functional background, he's having the more pain point than me as a functional, right? So I considered as a BDC overview, you should be having like how the BDC work, bad data, like if you want to automate some transaction, for that purpose we use this BDC. Okay.
Yeah, thank you, Pankaj,
Right.
for putting
Yeah.
that also in topic. So here,
Yeah.
basically, not only that how the BDC works,
Mm.
we want to make you learn that when sometime you have given a functional specification to a ABAP team and they come up with the development, you should go in detail and check whether they have used in BDC. So BDC is not the thing which you should use each and every place. So being a functional consultant, you should be aware about the pros and the cons of BDC. Okay, generally it is the last option which we prefer to use it wherever the functional modules or BAPIs are not working. Okay.
True, true, true. Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
so
yes.
I
Correct.
want you
Yeah.
to, I have specifically put it this because I face a lot of issues in the projects where, the functional consultant does know anything. And then later on, we found that a lot of BDC has been done by ABAP people. And ABAP does not know that sometimes that what can be the issues would be faced later on because of these BDCs, right? So I have put it that topic so that you take a conscious call
Right.
in your projects whether the BDC should be used, should not be used. There are some places it can be helpful, but generally it should be the last option so you can make a conscious call after going through this training. That was the
Yeah,
purpose.
I got your point. I got your point now. Why it was included. Uh, Now for me also it's clear. Yes, you are absolutely right that whenever we don't have any option in terms of MAPI or function module, we have to automate using the transaction directly, and for that purpose we record the transaction and use the concept of BDC. So this is really a wonderful stuff in the ABAP world, BDC. So we'll be talking about this. And another important point nowadays, you must have heard about the CDS view. This is what in the next point we are having here. CDS view, the core data services. You know that the SAP technically is moving towards the more as a core push down approach, and a technology where a lot of reusability stuff is there. That means you are going to create one object, and that one object can be used in UI5 application to demonstrate in the UI5, in the Fury application to showcase the data using the Fury, in embedded analytics for the purpose of BI or BW. Embedded analytics is a concept where you can analyze the data in S4 HANA itself, and that's where the CDS comes into picture. and in our report also. So in ABAP report also, the CDS view can be used very effectively. Lot of use cases are there in the for the CDS view in the current world, and that's the region we have included. Parminder also suggested me to include the CDS view because lot of terminology, lot of talk going for the CDS view, and it's better to understand. So we'll be talking about we'll be having the overview and understanding of the CDS view. Maybe I will be creating one CDS view also, basic CDS view, and I will be showing you how it can be used in the different platform. Okay, then we'll be having the high level overview of object oriented ABAP, just the basic understanding, no need of going deep inside. What is the WebDin Pro? What is the floor plan manager? It's a part of WebDin Pro, already made application, right? And then we'll be having the question answer session. Okay, so we are also having already available many question answer in terms of technical, but I think that won't require for you if you focus on these stuff which we have listed down over here. It is going to be benefited. And also, like in future, if you have any query, I'm also conducting inner circle tech support weekly call on Sunday at 7:30 a.m. in morning. You can come over there anytime. So if you are going to enroll into the course, you can come anytime. Though you were supposed to come, it's free to help you, just to be in touch with the technology. You can come on regular basis on each and every weekend on Sunday in morning 7:30. If the time is going to be changed, I will let you inform in advance, right? And you can ask the question related with the course, or if you have some query related with your project. Again, depends on the time, because the query can be a little complex in nature, that may take time. But if that query is related with the course, I will be certainly helping at that moment itself. But if it is related with project, I may take some time, but I will try with my level best to give the answer. Okay. So till here, if you have any query, any question, any concern, any doubt, please feel free to ask over here.
Hi Pankaj, Abdul here.
Yeah, Abdul. Yeah.
I mean, as a functional consultant, I'm currently working on EWM, but I would like to enhance my skill on SAP ABAP as well. I mean, to become a techno-functional.
Awesome. Yeah. Super.
Yeah, yeah. From last year, I'm just trying this course. I meant to train on this course ABAP. I've just completed this data types, all these things. But still, is this necessary for a functional consultant to learn the basics from the scratch? And again, there are different things as has been enhanced in SAP ABAP, right?
Yeah.
Like CSS views and SLTs.
True. So though there are so many things like ABAP on HANA and RESTful ABAP, then cloud application programming model, many other things have come, but the fundamental is ABAP. Like if you are going to use the MM application, SD application, PP application, ABAP is the core programming language which is still there, and it is going to be there in the future also. At least 15 years it is going to be there, even more than, because everything has been built up in ABAP. So it is not possible for SAP to remove this ABAP and put some another programming language. And all those, like the new technology like RESTful ABAP programming, cloud application programming model, those are for the cloud platform. So for that, you don't have to worry at this point of time. 80% of things are still there in on-premise where ABAP is involved. Like, so I think first we should focus on the 80% of things, and gradually when you are good in this ABAP, the core ABAP, maybe you can learn those parts also, but that I don't think so it is required at this moment, at least.
Yeah, it's okay. Thank you, Pankaj.
Welcome. Anyone else? Amit is asking that Javed is having one question. Will we touch on FS technical part relevant for RISEF? That is what we are discussing, Javed. FS technical part, what do you mean here? I'm not getting. So this agenda of this training is like, you should be able to understand the code, right? So if it's technical part, like if you have to find some enhancement, yes, that you will be able to find that. With this knowledge, it is going to help you to identify the enhancement. So this part.
Let
Yeah.
me add on the Javed's question. Javed has a
Yeah.
very good question.
Mhm.
Will we touch on the FS technical part relevant to ISFW? So what happens, that what are the things we should define in a functional specification? Whether if you'll ask me as a core function specification, so different projects has a different kind of formats for function specification document. So function specification is actually made to put to make sure that you explain what business requires. A business requirement, what business require, why business will require it, and what is the business logic, and how it need to be tested. Those kind of things should be there in function specification. But nowadays you will find a lot of function specification which has a lot of technical stuff also. Table names would be there, field names would be there, puppies would be there. So I also prefer to put those technical details, because when you put a little bit more technical details, you would be able to correlate and explain your requirement better to the ABAPers, right? So you are very correct, Javed. We'll be touching, will not exactly touching, but after this training, because you will be knowing about of a lot of things, bodies, BAPIs, BDCs. With those knowledge, you would be able to write your function specification better with more technical details included in it. Yes. Sorry, Pankaj. I think we can move to the
Yeah.
next question.
Sure. Yeah. Yes.
Javed, you have been unmuted. Do you want to speak something?
Yeah, thank you so much, Parminder. Exactly what I wanted to say, because it's really
Uh,
sometimes it's crucial.
Javed, if you are speaking, your voice is very low and we are not able to hear you.
Then I'll write it down there. I think.
Yes, it's very, very low. The voice is very, very low. Okay, we can go to next question, and by the time Javed can put again on the chat.
Okay. Fine.
Uh,
So yeah. Go ahead.
yeah, my name is Dilip. I want to ask one question.
Yeah, Dilip.
Go ahead.
Yes.
Dilip.
Yeah, so that is again the problem I was also facing, like creating the functional specification. So many times what happens, we have to create the functional specification for enhancements, for interfaces, for reports, and we have to provide that to ABAPer, and we are not sure what exactly the information what we can put in for, suppose, for example, for enhancement. So BAPI, the basic thing the functional consultant should provide is the BAPIs. What is the BAPI is going to help us for this kind of enhancements, or whatever I'm looking for. So are we going to cover for any particular area, like PP or MM area side? So what are the BAPIs, important BAPIs in PP side? How we can look into those BAPIs? And can we understand the basic things, what exactly BAPI or functional module is going to do?
Okay, so Pankaj, let me quickly answer Dilip's question.
Yeah.
So Dilip,
Yeah.
actually, what you're looking for, to some extent, this course would be able to help you. But even to help more, we have one more course for that. Okay, so let me quickly show you that course. That is, we call it SAP Job and Mastery. We're going to modify this course name a little bit. This is not only the SAP Job and Mastery. This is a complete exposure to a functional consultant, what they need to do in a support projects and what they need to do into a implementation projects. So this one goes into very detail of what you are asking, although some basics parts would be covered in this training also. But in this curriculum, you will be going, we have given a real-time project example, and then what kind of different, in the different phases, what things we need to do, what kind of documents we need to prepare, including the business blueprint document. So when this goes into the explore phase and fit to standard workshops, and this is the part business blueprint document, some sample of the business blueprint documents also given. And here we go into the FS. So you can say that so many FS sessions are there, and this is the BAPIs, okay, which has been mentioned here. So this is also a generic one for functional consultant, but we talk about the FS preparation in very deep and detail. Conversion के लिए कैसे करना है, functional specification, report के लिए कैसे करना है, what are the things, ALE idocs if you want to use, how to use it. Some reference FS documents also has been uploaded here and given. So interface, what we need to do. So this is a complete FS preparation. A part has been given into SAP Job Hunt Mastery. So this part can help you to exactly know what are the things which you need to do for functional. BAPI ka, there is a full session on the BAPI. But again, in this session, we have shown that how you can explore the BAPIs. What BAPIs exactly you need to know, use it in a particular module. With this help in the video, you would be able to find it out. Or once you know the basic stuff, Google is there. You can Google your requirement and get your answers quickly. Once you know the basic stuff, that how a functional specification need to be prepared, which part of BAPIs need to be used, which parts the functional modules need to be created, or the bodies need to be used. Okay, so that is the thing. I'm just giving you a quick link to this course so that you can explore more. It has a lot of things, including testings, what other things is required. So I'm giving a quick link here.
Okay, what is the duration for this?
It's a very big course.
Yeah,
So
that's what I'm seeing here.
that's interview preparations and then project challenges. We are doing it in the Monday morning. The live sessions are happening for this as of now. Next Monday, we don't have it, but it would easily go somewhere around 20 to 30 plus hours, including all
Okay.
this stuff.
Apart from this, when you are going to work on EWM, at that point of time, like you need to work on 3PL systems, right?
Right.
So, and apart from that, when you are dealing with automated warehouses, at that time also TCP connections are there. There also you need to have to do enhancements. So that skill also we can able to learn and we can expect from these sessions, because currently we are working on EWM.
So let me,
we can
I don't want in the step up circles, we don't come here to exactly just to sell it to you what we have. We don't do that. So this session, which we will talk about, it will not talk any specific module. It will not focus on EWM. EWM can have a lot of specific requirements. TM can have a lot of specific requirement. If you need to know more, what additional thing you need to do, which can help you, is Enhancement Made Easy is another course from Pankaj, which can help you also what you are looking for. But those course also we are delivering it as a generic course. It's not that EWM specific automated warehouse.
No, not, I mean, not only EWM. I mean, even though when you're working with like MMWM, if they have interfaces like 3PL, this is also concept relates to ABAP itself, right? So that's the reason,
So when it comes to the third-party integration, what we can cover is from the ABAP side, because a lot of things has been included in this. Only ABAP would not be able to do it, right? You know that the PIPO middleware would be there,
yes, sir.
right? And the full architecture would be there from the 3PL side. So 3PL architecture, PIPO, and the ABAP linkage, how you are linking with the ABAP, whether you're linking with the functional modules, whether you're linking with the BAPI, whether you are linking with the IDOC. So that part, the last leg part would be covered. But a lot of things you need to do in the architecture, making sure whether a PI need to be used, PO need to be used. Some people are using third-party middlewares, and then the architecture side, the mapping architecture side from your third parties. So that need to be done. So this will give you a kickstart about giving you awareness of the last leg, and the middle leg. You can get it if we do sometime the PIPO or the middleware sessions. You might be able to get in those sessions, but it will not be covered in these sessions. And the 3PLs parts, definitely you need to work with the 3PLs to know much better their architecture and what kind of files or what kind of connector support they have. I hope I might be able to answer your question till some extent.
हमने ये चीज आपसे ही सीखा, उल्टा आपको ही पूछ रहे हैं.
Okay, no worries, no worries. Okay, what is the next question? Pankaj.
Yeah. Just I'm going through that. Yeah. So the next question is.
I think it's from Amit. Amit wants to know the fee structure of it. Okay, I think he might have jumped out. He was having only 4 minutes. So fee structure is for this course is 9990. 9,990. And if you stay till last of this course, you will be getting an email with early bird offer. If you join within 24 hours, you would be getting some additional discount, but that discount coupon which you will get it through email would only be valid for 24 hours. So the people who would be joining within 24 hours, they would get an additional discount. The basic price is 9,990, 9,990.
Okay. Then he's having, I'm looking SDAFS also, means AFS also
AFS
training.
is apparel
Sorry
and
to
footwear
interrupt.
solution.
How many
Okay.
sessions we have and what will be the timing?
Yeah, that I will be showing you. Generally, it will be like 11 sessions. I have given roughly 11 sessions, but it may be it may go up to 12 or 13. So maximum, like, you know, just mentally should be ready, like maximum up to 15 session, you know. So minimum 11 session is going to be there anyhow, and maximum will be 15. I will try to, you know, put within that, and each session is going to be minimum 1 hour 15 minutes to 1 hour 30 minutes, like that, you know. So 1 hour 30 minutes, I think it will go for sure, you know. So this is how.
It would be roughly around 20 hours of training which we are going to provide. Generally, the SAP the ABAP trainings can be between 60 to 120 hours. So we have limited the stuff which can be required for functional consultant. So roughly you can imagine that 20 to 22 hours of training would be there, around 18 to 22 hours.
Yeah, 20 hours it is going to be at, means, yeah, 20 to 22 hours will be good to say. Yes.
And you are giving the hands-on examples also, which we need to do.
Right. I will be giving the hands-on. You will be having the assignment which you are supposed to complete, because without that there won't be any meaning of this training, and you are supposed to complete. Yes.
Okay. And when we are facing issue, so that you are covering in next class, or how we have to connect with you?
Yeah, so if you are facing the issue, maybe in the next class, you can ask the question, or you can share your screen. I will be helping you to solve out the problem, you know. So after each session, we'll be having let's suppose our session is like 1 hour and 30 minutes. After that, I will be also giving the 30 minutes or maybe 1 hour also if it is required. If you people are having the sufficient question, that is not a problem. The next a day, if you have any doubt, any hands-on like any query related with hands-on, or any challenges you are facing related with hands-on, I will be solving you after the session, you know.
So we will be given access to test systems.
Parminder.
Yeah, access to test system is not included in this price. So we have a dedicated system, but we put that system only for the functional trainings. So for this system, we would be giving you directly vendor contacts, and you would be able to get the systems from there where you can do the practice. So there would be, if you want a S4HANA system, you can take a S4HANA system from vendors. And if you want to take a ECC system, you can also take a ECC system, and that will not cost much. It would be somewhere around, I think ECC system is somewhere around 1,500, right?
Yeah, 400 500 rupees per month, like that. And
Yeah,
even they are
1,500.
going for 3 months, 1,200 rupees for 3 months, like that they will be provided, and system is good. Okay, but better to go with ABAP on HANA system, you know. For 2,500 they will be providing for 3 months, and system is okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
One question, Pankaj, Ravindra here.
Yeah, Ravindra.
So,
Yeah.
suppose because of some any issues of time, I cannot attend the live session. So, do you have the other pre-recorded video sessions also, so that you can charge?
Yes, you will be having, yes, you will be having the recorded session for this. Yes,
Okay.
we'll be having the recorded session access for this.
And what is the fee structure for that? If I need to buy that recorded sessions only.
So the fee structure is same. It is 9,990 whether you go with this session. So basically what we are doing, only this session recordings we would be providing. Okay, so these session recording will be recording it. It's starting from 27th, and